Welcome back to the Pure Ecstasy Podcast. This is episode number 2. We originally recorded some material last week, but I ended up getting sick, and Raul halfway got sick, and then I just didn't feel like editing, and then we scrapped everything that we did, and just decided to wait until next week to record.
Yeah.
So, this is the first episode 2, or the second episode 2, and we have a special guest, and his name is Shane Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm basically Yao Ming, but I'm shorter and I'm white.
Yeah.
He also looks kind of Jewish with his sideburns.
That too.
There's a funny story about that. This morning, before I left, my dad grabbed me on the back of the car. He's like, when you get home, can cut those things. And I was like, alright, I'm gone. So when I get home, I'm about to get,
you look like you need the Amish hat, you
Yeah.
know, and you need to go start speaking Hebrew to your 17 children.
I feel that.
Yeah.
And then complaining about Jerusalem or something.
Yeah. We need the Holy Land.
Like, we need another crusade.
So, I did a thing yesterday. So, we were gonna, get the shit out of here. We were gonna record yesterday,
You don't need my ear.
but I had to cancel because you're really gonna do that. You're really gonna open that.
Hey man, I didn't have breakfast. You woke me up with the best dream I've ever had. Even though I don't have dreams.
Okay, so...
Dreams is dreams.
Shut the fuck up. So, yesterday I went
Michael
to...
Jordan told me to follow my dreams.
I'll beat the shit out of you and Michael Jordan. So, yesterday I went to BrazCon, which was the first... Yeah. That's what I thought. Whenever I first saw it... Listen. Whenever I first saw it, I was 80% sure it was a porn convention, and I was like... Is Piper Perry gonna be there?
Yeah.
But then I decided... I asked Morgan, because she's the one that invited me to go, and her parents bought me a ticket. So I was like, shit, I might as well go. And
I see why the context brought you there.
yeah, I said like 4 months ago that I would go with her, and then I scheduled to record today with y'all, and then she told me on Friday, she was like, hey, so are you excited for tomorrow? I was like, recording? And she's like, no, BrazCon. I was like, shit. So I had to move everything over to Sunday. So we were there, and we were walking around, and I swear to God, you know how like comic conventions are normally about comics? Mm-hmm. This was like anime.
Oh god.
And it was disgusting.
Did Morgan cosplay?
No,
thank God.
she and I were making fun of people.
Oh, thank you.
And that's why in the chat there was like a whole wall where you could write stuff, and she wrote subscribe to PewDiePie on the wall, and I was so proud. But the worst thing that happened was we were walking through a big crowd and we got stuck. And there are these 2 girls behind me, and they're both way overweight and shouldn't be cosplaying in the way that they're dressed.
Oh, no.
Like, I'm saying sports bra,
Yeah.
right? Nothing over the belly, right? And then short skirt and thigh highs and cat ears.
Dude.
Okay? No, it gets worse.
No, I'm saying, like, if you're that overweight to where you need hydraulics on your fucking clothes, you should probably not cosplay.
Yeah, I agree.
That's just like steampunker shit right there.
Yeah, the only cosplay that's acceptable is either Wrecking Ball from Overwatch or Roadhog. Okay, but so,
One of the cake balls.
we hear the 2 girls, like, we're just trying to get through and get out of the big crowd, and I hear behind me, no, it's worse. She goes, I'm the biggest anime girl, and the other one goes, no, I'm the biggest anime girl, and they started going back and forth, and their voices kept getting higher and higher, and I think that there were dogs outside that were barking because they were getting pissed off.
Like, look, you don't need to compete on whoever the biggest is.
Yeah,
like, I'm pretty sure both of y'all look like
so bad
mud balls. Like,
it
Jesus
was
Christ.
so awful. Yeah, the only good thing about that was there was this girl that had some like Five Nights at Freddy's mask on, but she had a hole cut, like really cheaply cut through the mouth, and she had one of those pianos that you blow into and you play something, and she walked around playing the Undertale theme the entire time. Like, we walked by her like 7 times and we just it was so good.
Like, play something else. I don't know how.
Thought about asking her if I could play hit or miss. Still a little bit sick.
Bro, on the way here, I was fucking flying, right? And I knew about this little shortcut through this neighborhood I usually took. And I know that there had been no cops going through there, none of that. So I get through the first part. The first part I don't speed. And then I get to the second part, I pedal to the metal, I go. And I'm looking down at my phone, right? And I look up, and I start pedaling to the metal, and I look up, and I see there's this little thing. And it's on the side of the road. It's one of those new digital things that like tracks your speed.
Yeah.
And the speed limit was like 20, and I was going like a cool 47. And the lights just started flashing red and blue and like blaring. Like there was some noise off it, and I was like, oh shit! Like I gunned it even harder. Took this loop-de-loop around and just gunned it out of the neighborhood. And I was like, if that has a camera on it, I'm supremely fucked.
Yeah.
I didn't think it did. I looked at it as I left. I didn't think it did. I think it was just.
You need to go back and inspect it. Yeah.
Yeah, this thing broken.
Just beat the shit out of it late at night.
No, it was at 18 when Raul was here.
No, that's like, I mean, the time I got pulled over, oh, dude, I had time to gun it. Like, I definitely could have made it away from them. It might have taken a little while, but I definitely, because there was a stop sign, and it was a 4-way intersection, and I ran a stop sign, and they were at the stop sign across from me, and they had to do a K-turn around the intersection to come get me.
Damn.
So I stopped, but I thought about it for a second, and I was like, if I gun it right now, I can make it away, because they're driving the truck, and I'm driving a smaller SUV.
Well, if anything, they already got your plates on it.
Yeah, but I could have just...
How'd you run a stop sign?
I got lost, and I was looking around, and I wasn't looking at the intersection, and I saw the stop sign, like, as soon as I passed it, and I was like...
F.
Yeah, and then I saw the cop car on the other side, and I was like, fuck.
I feel that.
Yeah, but it was my friend's mom, who was the cop, and she's a really weird lady. She's really weird. She always talks to my friend. She's like, "Oh my God, why don't you date a nice guy like Jeremy?" And I'm just like, I didn't meet her. I've never met her until she pulled me over.
Like, I'm sorry, who am I supposed to be with?
Yeah, whenever she took my license, she was like, "You look a lot more different with your haircut," and I was like,
How did she, so that must have been a weird meeting. Like,
yeah.
Hey, like, oh, I'm Jeremy. And like you're stopped and like your car's behind you with the lights on.
Yeah.
All that.
She took a while to register everything too.
Maybe she was throwing it back in her head. She's like, do I really want to screw this kid? Because, I'm friends with his mom. Like, I don't know.
No.
Just let him off.
No, she wasn't. No, she's friends with my dad.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Mark.
Yeah.
The time I got pulled over, I was coming back from Matthew's house after a sleepover, and Reese was at one of his buddy's houses, and I needed to pick him up after he spent the night, and I was late. So I was gunning on Lake Road, and this dude was in between these two bushes in someone's lawn, in this dark black car, because I couldn't see it. And it's one of those, it's not like a Lake Jackson cop, it's one of those sheriffs, like one of those dudes who thinks he's a complete E, wears like a cowboy hat, all brown. And those guys, they have no fucking mercy. They'll pull you over, and he's like, "Do you have an excuse?" And I was thinking about it, but I was like, I know this guy's gonna be an asshole no matter what, so I'm just not even gonna. I'll save my breath. And I was like, nah. He's like, okay. Took it back. Took him like 2 minutes to ring me up, and like, he's like, yeah, you have a safe day. And I'm like, you too, man. I'm like, I hate when they say that. You just safe day, then you have to say it back. So you know you're a dick. Hate that.
Yeah. See, now he's never been pulled over though, because he can't drive.
My mom did, though.
Your mom did?
On the way to that jazz thing.
Oh wait, which one?
The Monday one.
Oh really? Your mom got pulled?
Yeah, legit. We stopped in the parking lot to get pulled over, and I couldn't get out. And I was just waiting there.
Is that why you got there first before everyone, so no one else saw?
No, it's just I was gonna get there early anyway. But my mom on that little turn from the pool, she like was going 45 and it's like 35, and the cop was like, "You know what? Stop you." And she's like, "Honestly." And then she started giving excuses. I'm like, "Mom, shut up. Shut up. You're going like 45.
On God?
On God. But like, the cop was like, "This is a 30-mile-per-hour area." I'm like, that doesn't sound right, but my mom believed it anyway. I'm like, okay. And then he went back. I'm like, "Hey, Mom, he's retarded. This is a 35.
Yeah, I'm never really sure what the speed is down there, and especially on Brazoswood Drive because it doesn't tell you until like you're almost at the end, and I always forget it. So I just kind of opt out to go 50 down it, and if there are any kids in the way, then it's just like Frogger.
Speed bump.
Yeah.
Bonus points.
Yeah. When the speed bump starts screaming.
If you hit it fast enough, it doesn't scream.
Yeah, right? You just hear...
Did you see that Elon Musk hosted
Meme review? I did. That was the
I
greatest
saved
thing.
it. I posted it.
Yeah. Well, it was because... Yeah, Matthew said Will Smith hosted it, and I was
that
like...
was the title.
Yeah.
But then Elon Musk.
Oh, I was so glad. Justin Roiland was a weird addition there.
Yeah.
It felt kind of out of
This
place
is the
at
funniest
first.
shit I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I mean... I didn't know why Justin was there. He just kind of seemed like...
If he was supposed to be like an orchestrator, he was a bad orchestrator.
Yeah.
I thought it would just be Elon, and maybe even like Elon Hughes, but I think that's kind of long shot.
Yeah.
But at least just Elon, I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, Justin's like, his comedy was good until the fan base ruined Rick and Morty.
That's true.
Like, forever. But, I mean...
Were there any Rick and Morty cosplayers at PornCon or whatever?
There were. There was one, and I didn't know what episode it was from or something, but he had the blue hair, and it went up and everything, in the lab coat, and like... But it was...
Someone?
Did you say Goku?
You said blue hair, and then I didn't hear the white.
Yeah, no, he got the lab coat and everything, but he had hands, like glued on hands reaching around him, and I was like, that's about okay.
Yeah.
And then there was a shitty Morty costume where he just bought the mask from like Party City and wore a yellow shirt. It was real bad. Oh, yeah, that place sucked, dude. There was this one, they had like a line of voice actors from a bunch of animes, and I don't remember the guy's name, but I know it was Damon. And no, his first name was Damon, and I saw him, and he had dyed white hair, and he was super pale, and had like black nail polish on and everything.
Was he speaking Japanese?
No, he was a white guy. I heard him talk, and I looked at him for like 1 second, and I turned back to Morgan, and I was like, that guy's wearing a chastity cage. That guy, that's the kind of guy that I would want to beat up, like just for existing. I just look at him, and I'm just like, give me all your money, like, give me your lunch money.
Break him with a stare.
Yeah, exactly.
My spleen.
That's what he looked. I swear, dude. Because like I looked through they gave you a booklet at the door. It was like a super low security event. It was
Where was
like
it at?
Manville High School.
If it was that
It was
low,
at a high school?
Yeah, it was at high school.
Yeah.
Fuck.
if it was that low security, you could like.
Yeah, no,
fuck
because
your
they
mom or
had
something.
they had signs on the doors like that
Could've
weren't.
Bangalore on them.
They
Caustic.
had signs at the doors that weren't being monitored, and they just had a big red X, and it said, "Don't open this door for anyone that hasn't been, or like for anyone that doesn't have a green wristband." And it were just people letting other people in. I was like, so stupid. And the parking sucked. I don't know why there were that many people there, but like the front parking lot.
Weebs.
Yeah.
Weebs.
The front parking lot, so they had the main campus, and then they had the baseball fields, and both those were taken up with parking spots. It was like huge amount. And then you had this one road that went all the way down to like another campus, and that parking lot was taken up, but there was nothing taken up along that road. So I just Morgan just parallel parked across it, but we heard over the intercom that a bunch of people were getting towed for doing that, but we didn't get towed, so...
It's legendary.
Yeah, it was real nice. I was glad. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't know why we went. Morgan thought it was gonna be a good idea, but
Is she
If it's a
medieval year?
she wasn't in freshman year, and I still make fun of her for it, and she gets like super salty. And I'm just like, cause they were like, okay. The worst thing that was there was like an all-day anime thing that was going on, where they showed different episodes of anime.
Were people actually watching this? Were people watching intently at this? Like,
Yes.
Whoa.
And
I wish I did.
yeah, it was so bad because it was like so one of them was like some strange anime, and then 1 and 2, like episode 1 and 2, and then the next strange anime, and then that one was like season 2 episode 49 and season 3 episode 56, and I was like, why are they not, like, are they filler episodes or are they important? And then the rest of them were going, and the only one I recognized was Dragon Ball Super. And I was like, you trying to watch some anime right now? And Morgan's like, I'm not going in there. And Morgan's older sister played Smash with a couple people.
Did she get wrecked?
No, she did pretty well, but from what she told us, she sat down in there and she's like, Smash players do not shower.
They don't. I was at the
don't.
LAN party and it smelled like absolute must.
Yeah, there was a LAN party at our school. Well, that's what they called it. Was
Yeah,
a
it's
LAN
a
party,
party.
but it
It's
was
just
like,
it's just the convention for nerds.
yeah, it was like
The only thing fun there was fucking World War II. No, not World War II.
Call of Duty.
No, it was like one of the old ones.
MW2.
Medal of Honor.
World out.
Well,
World at War.
Yeah.
That's really
The one with zombie. Fuck, I can't remember. I don't know, but it was one of the Call of Duty. Something like a
old nibbers
yeah.
shooting people with old nibber guns. We played Fortnite.
You and Morgan?
No, last time we played Fortnite, so we broke down and played Fortnite the other day, and
Oh yeah, we did.
yeah, we got pretty close.
Oh yes, okay, I'm finally remembering what we did.
We got pretty close, and I got some balloons off of a guy that I killed, or a guy that they killed probably, because I kind of sucked for a bit. But I had one of the new guns that they added, like the M1 Grand or whatever. Can't believe I'm talking about Fortnite on the podcast. But I went and I started using the balloons, and I just started flying and going super high up, and I was just shooting at people, and I got one really good snipe, and I was so happy about it.
I was trying to flank this guy, and Jeremy's just like, holy shit! And I look over, and the guy's just loot's just standing there, and I'm like, oh! So Jeremy just pulled one out of his ass.
Yeah, I don't know how I did that.
I fucking hate Fortnite, dude. It's the worst game.
Yeah.
I only got one win, and that's because I was like not following my team at all.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like I was outside of the ring, and they were inside, and I was just looting every other thing that hasn't been populated. And I won the game with a purple deagle. I'm pretty sure that's what they have.
Mm-hmm.
It was just the worst thing ever because I ran out of ammo like 5 times before I actually got a headshot. I was like,
Yeah.
That's why Apex is awesome.
Apex is pretty good.
Bro, last night, so it was this was probably around 11:50 or 12, and I'm playing with Javi and Shane, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I hope you fucking listen to this. So not fuckers. Anyways, I died valiantly.
Mm-hmm.
I went down, and they BM'd me,
Mm-hmm.
and then Shane and Javi came in and they killed them.
Mm-hmm.
And I went and looted, and I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, they're gonna pick up my thing and go respawn me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shane, they were in the same room, so I was beaten. I was down, I was beaten, and they had to pick up my thing to go get me. And there was a bunch of loot around, so they looted there. Shane went out of the room, proceeded to get shot at, and ran away. Javi proceeded to go to another room, found some loot, and looted. And I was about to bleed out. And I was getting so frustrated. I wasn't saying anything. I had muted my mic, and I was cursing so much, because literally all you have to do after you're looting is come like hold X for 1 second on my damn body. But nope, they go loot, and Javi is sitting over there. He's like, yeah, like I'm gonna get this loot, and I wasn't saying anything because I was hoping they'd be smart enough to get it. And literally, so as I'm about to die, I get on the mic and I'm like, you know what? You guys are absolutely fucking stupid. I turn my Xbox off, and I turn my mic up, and I throw my mic on the floor, and I'm like,
I'm sorry, I had to.
Okay. Since people can't see what happened, Shane's in the middle of his story talking, and Raul just flashes in a picture of James Charles with the Avatar makeup, like the arrow going down.
Hello, sister.
Oh
I'm so
shit.
sorry. I didn't mean to do that, but it caught me by surprise.
Oh shit. It's so good. So good. So, we've all met before.
Yeah.
We met at Urban Air.
We did.
Yeah, that was an interesting time. It was teen night.
Yeah, it was.
I fucked up my shoulder. My elbow.
Black people almost fucked us up.
When was that?
Oh,
actually,
we guys were camping.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not trying to catch a case.
I brought that
Kicking
Hey, yo, man, post up!
Oh my god, no, yeah, that was bad because they were like, "Yo, we won!" Like afterwards, they were like, "Yeah, we won!" I was like, "You guys won by like 2 points." Like, why are you guys getting so excited?
And you guys had like a team of like 15.
Yeah.
Like, what, 5? Like,
Yeah, they had a team of like 8 and we had 5, and I was like,
Well, I mean...
it was like that. There was that one team of girls that was there. Do you remember that?
They all like grouped up and stayed in a corner.
Yeah, they camped in the corner and just, oh my god, and I slid in the middle of them and started shooting them.
Dude, they're like the type. Okay, I feel like girls that play laser tag are the type to just like take a picture. Oh, play laser tag, and just not do anything. Like, I'm such a gamer girl. And then just goes in and does nothing to contribute to the team. It's like, oh shit, I got shot. That's it.
Bullshit, dude.
It's over.
There was some cool stuff there. That was I don't know what the fuck went on with the bumper cars. That was
That was the
ridiculous.
dumbest shit I've ever done.
So the bumper cars did like a gyro thing where they would spin you upside down and shit, and I couldn't get mine to go straight. I could get mine to flip upside down, but I couldn't get it to go straight.
It was because that dude who wanted to beat your ass, he was messing you
No,
up.
the gay dude couldn't beat my ass. I beat his ass.
Dude wanted to, not could.
Someone exposed
Hey, saying that you beat a
him.
gay ass.
What do you mean?
Someone exposed it. So there's this guy at school, or I don't know if he goes to school anymore, but he exposes people that are like assholes.
Interesting.
And whenever he exposes people, everyone will slide up and text him something about why they hate that person that he exposes, and he'll post it on the story. And it's like, dude, he went in on this one guy, and then it just started being a thing. And he does it every so often. It's like every 2 months or so. But this one, that guy that was working the bumper cars pissed him off because he was talking shit about someone that's like a super nice guy.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah, and a bunch of people just like lit him up for it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it was funny as hell though.
There's just a group of people that you can't hang out with.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty funny, but I mean, I was glad that it happened. But I think my favorite thing at Urban Air was the like American Ninja Warrior.
That was
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty fun. There was this one chick that I forgot who told me, but it was like, I think it was Matthew himself, but someone told me that Matthew had like messed with this girl, and she was hot. Like she was not bad. Like she had a nice, firm. Yeah, it was the thing where you guys
Personality.
You guys had dipped, and you guys were like doing something.
Yeah.
We were doing the
Don't
jump
worry
thing.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll talk
dude.
about that in a minute.
Yeah.
We can talk about that on here.
No.
Yeah, we can.
Okay,
It
yeah,
doesn't
we
matter.
can. But
Okay.
like, slowly.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So, no, I knew I was dodge it. So we're doing that, and she was fine. There were also a lot of like 7th or 8th graders there.
And
I felt kind of like an adult in a kiddie pool,
yeah.
kind of.
You just kind of felt a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, I did. I'm not gonna lie. Because I'm 17 and you guys are what, 16, 15,
16,
whatever.
yeah.
And Steve's 18 and Howie's 18 and Matthew was 18. So like seeing a bunch of idiotic, it kind of makes me think of how I was as a 13-year-old and compare myself to those little fuckers.
Do you remember in the laser tag line and like there was this white kid playing tag with everyone?
Yeah.
Fucking,
Yeah.
That shit pisses me off.
Who's
Whenever
like-
you go
yeah.
and play tag.
Yeah,
And you're like running and being like a dumb nuisance all over the facility, like.
Like, why do you pay? Just play
I
tag
had
somewhere else. Fucking.
I had a conversation about that with a few people the other day about how like,
Really?
because it was a bunch of seniors and they were talking about how they look at freshmen and think about how stupid they are,
That's exactly
but then
what I did.
also wonder if they were that stupid back then and like try to remember stupid stuff they did.
I do the same
I'm
thing.
like, yeah, that's accurate.
When you guys are seniors, you'll think.
Yeah.
Like the first day of senior year, you'll walk in and you'll see a freshman, you're like, wow,
I was fucking gay last night.
that kid's stupid.
Well, I think now because I I'll sit down in one of my classes in my world history class, or U.S. history class, and it's like a bunch of sophomores and freshmen, and I was sitting there, and I pulled up my computer to start doing notes, and I was just letting it boot up, and I hear the girl next to me, and she's like, you know, honestly, I don't get why people hate on AirPods so much. The regular headphones get stuck in my hair. The regular headphones get stuck in my hair so much, but these AirPods are just so nice, and I just don't get why people don't like them. And I was like,
because faggots get them. Like straight up bitch ass white people.
okay, you can't talk. You were gonna buy some.
It was a joke.
You were dead set.
It was a joke.
You texted me. You were like, yo, these AirPods do look kind of nice.
It was a joke. I was up in the flea market, dude. Do you know what the pool guy is? Dude, walking around a beaner pen like that. You think of some shit, dude. Fucking.
Oh shit.
I'm trying to find some cheap ass AirPods. Broken or not? Soundmates has.
Soundmates. I saw some ones on someone's Snapchat today that was like it was a brick like this long, and it was like about this wide, and it had like just a little bit of a like bud on the end, like a normal earbud. It looked like someone brought like a jewel. It was like a white jewel, and then they just stuck the earbud on the side, and you put them in, and it was like you put cylinders or like blocks in your ears.
You know, Leland Stitch when she opens his mouth and it's like his hand on the record.
Yeah.
Well, vape comes out. It's like earrings but with jewels on them, just going through your brain.
It's like, yo, teacher, hold on. Oh, alright. Just like bumping a little pump.
Sorry, it is hurting my ears.
It gives me an idea. It's the new ear jewel. It's
Yeah, the
just-
ear jewel.
Damn.
The Earl.
What is? What are we gonna call it? The Earl? The Earl?
Earl. Damn.
Have you seen that thing where people like suck in with a jewel and they'll cover up their nose with their mouth and just like
And it just comes
and
out
it
their-
comes out their
yeah.
ears? Oh, dude,
Oh,
that's just so unhealthy.
So stupid. God, man.
400 nick out the ears. So bad.
Oh, bro, that was a gnarly hit.
Yeah,
Like a bad scientist had
Dude,
ass, boy.
Another reason why freshmen shouldn't be like considered humans is that like I was talking to one and he was like, yo, I'm so buzzed. I'm like, on what? Fucking Jewel. I'm like, you need to go plan out your life, dude.
Was it Austin?
Hey, no, it was not.
It sounds like it would be
It
an
was
Austin thing
not.
to say. Goddamn.
No, it was the Mexican kid.
Ouch.
Yeah, no, it was so funny. Because every time I see a story, it's like, who got pods? I got money. It's like, that's not what you should be sending your money on.
I'll see
dude.
some Snapchat thoughts that go to school, and they'll just be like, yo, does anybody have a Venmo? I'll hit you up for a gram. And I'm just like, get the fuck out
What
of
the fuck
here.
is a gram? You just buy a pod.
Yeah, I know. It's so bad. And people who use Venmo to make drug purchases, I swear to God, like the dumbest shit.
It's like the whitest thing.
Yeah, I
It's one of the
know.
whitest things.
Yeah. It's like, not to flex, but I use Venmo to pay for all my weed.
Who got guy, man? No. I was outside. I was walking outside after band, and there was a bunch of these freshmen, and it was like a whole pack of girls and one guy, and this guy was trying to flex so fucking hard, and it was so excruciating. It was terrible. He had like his they weren't AirPods. They were just like wired and shit. And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna smoking guy." I'm like, "Yo, you're fucking gay."
Yeah.
No wonder you're hanging around a group of girls. Fucking
I hate that dude.
queer.
Shit, okay.
What's that, Jeff?
What's what?
What's that?
What's that?
Yeah.
What's that? What is it?
It looks like a hickey.
Yeah,
Is
man.
it? Oh shit.
It's like a small one, though. It's like a frog trying to, like...
Well, I mean, so is his girlfriend, but I mean.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
That's a
it.
small dick. That sucks.
Oh shit.
What?
No, that's not what I meant. That's definitely some anime shit right there.
Shit. There.
I keep thinking that fucking James Charles thing. I thought about that a good, like, 3 times. Just,
What is-
we'll be talking, I was just like, damn, James Charles all the time.
Dude, less airbender shit. That's queerbender.
Genderbender.
You can really, that show's hilarious.
Genderbender.
That's the title of this episode.
The title of it, James Charles, the last Genderbender. Oh
That's
shit.
the funniest shit I
That's
ever heard.
badass.
Bro, Dad, we had a conversation about it. Fucking hates Mexicans. We went to IHOP, and there was a Mexican family sitting across from us, and they were listening to like this little girl was sitting there with her big ass iPad, and she was listening to The Wheels on the Bus.
10-hour edition.
Yeah, it was like the 10.
Was it in English or Spanish?
It was in English, but there were some fucking words in that I'd never heard before in my life. It was like
fucking Hindu.
yeah. Well, no, it was just like I never heard lyrics that far before. Like it was maybe probably about like a 1 hour song.
Jeez.
And it was just like, it got away from the bus for a second. It was like, the car next to the bus goes round. I'm like,
Just go straight. Fucking crash.
Breaking news: 10 kids dead after bus falls off.
The bus going off the cliff goes.
Round it.
Ah, shit!
The kids tumbling down the cliff go around and round. You call
Kids
something
falling
that's
off.
yellow, red, and gray all over a school bus full of kids tumbling down a cliff. Oh shit. Am I dumb for not understanding that original joke? You know that how that like newspaper joke,
Yeah.
like, where's the red? In
Red.
the
Red.
newspaper?
Yeah, you
Red.
read.
You read something.
Oh, are you?
You are 17 years old and you just now got that?
I'm 16. Oh shit.
Yeah,
You
whatever.
read all over.
Almost.
Oh, like, oh. Okay.
Red, like you-
It's red all over.
You know, something I didn't get was like, what shit. What has water in it but has holes at the same time? And I was like, what the
Dick?
fuck does that mean? And it was a sponge. I'm like, oh, that's right. Like, what has holes but doesn't lose water?
Dude, there was this game that I was playing on the computer when I was like 5, and it was like a riddle game. It was like an escape the room game or whatever, or escape the locker room or something. It was like a really like low key
What,
homo
the football
game.
player's trying to rape you?
Yeah. It was really weird. It was really weird. But so,
minutes. I'm gonna fucking put more holes in you than sponge.
so there was this thing, and I couldn't figure it out for like a week. And it was a riddle, and I didn't know how to Google things at the time. And it was like, what gets wetter as it dries? And I was just sitting here, I'm like, what gets wetter as it dries? And then finally, I was at someone's house, and in the middle, like, I was like maybe 10, and then like, because I was with my mom or something, and we're in the middle of like the living room, and it gets quiet for a second, and I'm like, a towel! And my mom was like, what? I was like, it's a towel! I was like, I gotta go home and finish it!
5 years later, switch up the game. I'm back. Towel.
Is that
Enter.
Wolfenstein?
Wolfenstein, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking just spends 14 years in a fucking hospital and then realizes, oh, is a war.
Yeah, that game's bullshit because, okay, the second one, I don't know what happened in the first one because I never played it, but the second one, because the original games, it was all like a Doom but killing Nazis.
Yeah.
Like, and then Wolfenstein nowadays is like, BJ, the main character, he's like, my entire life sucks, and he sounds like Beto O'Rourke, like whenever he writes something, he's like, I was out driving amongst the stars, and I looked up, and I played a power chord on my bass, and I was like, wow, people need me. And he's like, he has a personality. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dude. I just want to see this guy, like, decapitate Nazis. I don't care. God, I swear to God, dude, Beto O'Rourke is actually just a fucking teenager still. He's like, oh man, you know, sometimes I really just like to go out into bars and find women and just Hakuna Matata. Like, just his entire atmosphere is just bullshit, dude. Swear to God.
I was playing the first one and legit, the first part of the game is like, oh, you're flying a plane, crash. And then, oh, robots, chomp. And then, oh, your friend's dead. And that's the whole
like those
thing,
memes where it's
over
like,
and over
it's like
again.
Pizza rolls cooked too, but it's like your friends dead.
Yeah. Your fries, 8.
God, I hate those things so much.
Like, legit, your friends will not last longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah. At the beginning of Wolfenstein 2, you get the choice to kill, like, one of the two brothers or whatever.
That's what you do in the first one, too.
Oh, really? Yeah, and so I killed one of them because it was just, like, he looked like a little bitch. And then I ended up with the little bitch version instead. He's like, oh my god, I don't know how I'm gonna survive this. And then I looked at the other one, the other guy's like, I'm gonna fucking kill every last one of you. And I was like, damn, I picked the wrong one.
Yeah, no, in the first one, you have to kill, like, this father figure or the son figure.
Mm-hmm.
And I chose to save the son figure because I'm pretty sure the father figure would probably get mad at me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I did the restart thing to see which one, like, would make me feel more sentimental.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I was gonna kill the scrawny guy, and he was like, you're gonna save me, right, Captain? I'm like, fuck. And I chose the other guy. It's like, it's okay, people die. I'm like, oh, thank you for your service. You're dead.
I'm just like, I ain't sure about that one.
No, but that was like the best decision of my life because that scrawny kid goes to prison and he gets hard as fuck. Like, alright, let's kill you, motherfucker!
He comes out, he's like, oh, I don't really know if I can make it in prison. He comes out, he's like, where the fuck are the bitches?
Drop all you motherfuckers shit right now. Got my ball down your motherfucker.
He just can't speak English anymore.
I'm
every other word is like it's vaguely fucked, but the rest of it makes no sense.
One of the most annoying
Someone
missions in that
yes.
person was fucking you had to take a ride with these old people, but they had like a shotgun and a rifle in their truck, and they were like, all right, you go out and kill all these Nazis, and you gotta like do it like 3 stages, and it's just a checkpoint. And I did the first one no problem, and then the second one, I think I got found out, but this lady just shot him in the face. I'm like, what the fuck? And then the third one, I was just fighting these 2 big ass robots, and I'm like, how am I supposed to do this? And it was like the worst battle of my life.
Yeah, that's I kind of got tired of Wolfenstein, and I tried to come back and play it, like the DLC that I got, because, by the way, I need to tell you some bad news. At the DLC, and I just got raped, like, every time. It was ridiculous. Okay, so bad news. So me and him are game sharing. Me and Shane, and I buy a lot of games with my dad's credit card. I have a lot of games. I think this is it. I think it's done. I think I capped out. I'm tap out. I went to go buy something today, and I got the error message, and I've gotten that before, and I was like, okay, I'll just wait it out. And it came back and it worked and everything, but I went to go buy something and it didn't work, and I went to go. It was like Trials Rising was coming out, and then I went to go buy something that was like $2 just to see if like it was max or something, and it didn't go through. So it's one of 2 possibilities: either the bank thinks that all the purchases have been fraudulent, or I spent all the money.
How much money is in your
What's the
dad?
difference?
He told me $8 million, but I don't think he's refueled that credit card in a while. And he still doesn't know about all the money I've spent. Because I think I've easily spent close to like $1,000.
But that's not even close to $1 million.
No, I know, but I think he hasn't fueled the card.
Oh, so the money's in the...
The money's in the bank, but it's not on the card. Because I think he has to manually put money on the card.
Where's your dad? Why can't you tell him to put money in?
Because he's being suspicious. He's like, what are you doing?
Every time I do that, something happens.
Every time I do that, I lose all of it immediately. Hey, but Dad, you need to stop signing up for gambling sites. Oh my god, I should sign his credit card up for his CSGO gambling site.
You can make some bang doing that.
Dude, I could make some fat bank doing that. We should make like an Apex gambling site. Like
No, definitely not.
Yes.
I'm trying to
Yes.
get Martin.
T. Martin.
Syndicate.
You
No,
still
'cause-
watch T. Martin.
I do.
Because then, like, people think you're gonna scam them, like that syndicate thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
I mean, people are dumb enough to do it anyway.
Yeah, see? Don't worry about it. We'll
Bring in the little kids and we'll get them to pay for the wall.
Yay.
So what we should do is just make a lot of money and fund the border wall with it.
Did you hear about that GoFundMe that happened?
Yeah, I did.
Raised like 19 million.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Crazy.
Yeah.
How much did it get to?
19 million.
Oh shit.
In like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, it was a short amount of time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You see Bill Maher, what he did?
Mm-mm.
He did a whole bit, and he was like,
Now you see, there's a big sea of red. And all the dense cities, the populated, well-educated cities are blue.
well, this is because the red people aren't as rich, and they're stupid. And was just saying shit like that. And so a bunch of people are just roasting the hell out of him for it, and I'm just like,
Bill Maher, you dumb fuck.
he had a good show way back when, but now he's just a little bitch. Like, yeah.
They
Yeah.
were like so awesome, and now they just like suck.
Dude, that's why the only talk show host tonight, or like not late night talk show host I can stand is Conan O'Brien.
Conan's pretty good.
It's just because like he doesn't interrupt the guests, you know?
Yeah.
Because like Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Kimmel's the worst about it, and Jimmy Fallon is like the moderate one. Like he doesn't do it as bad. But I mean, Jimmy Fallon,
retarded.
yeah, he's always just gonna be like Ryan Reynolds will be sitting across from him. He's like, so my daughter died, and then Jimmy Fallon will just be like,
Run that.
yeah, and then he goes, we got a clip for you, and
We got a clip of the funeral. Play.
oh my god, and then he'll do some dumbass pose. He'll be like, with the guest or some shit. God, I hate that. I used to watch him like intently, and then I just noticed that he was.
When that show
It was,
first
yeah.
came on in like 2015 or 16 or whatever that now, I watched like the first 20 episodes straight, and I thought it was so awesome. And then I was like, wow, this dude is like low key kind of annoying
Yeah.
after 20 episodes.
I mean, I wish Conan would have kept it, but because Conan got dicked over. He got dicked over. Did you guys know what happened with that? So Jay Leno had the Tonight Show, right?
Yep.
And then he made a deal with NBC.
Jay Little did? Or?
Yeah, that after 5 years he would give up the show and give it to Conan, because they like Conan a lot more. And Conan had late night, and they were like, he was like, okay, sure, that's fine. So he gave it up after 5 years. Conan took the Tonight Show, and everyone was super excited about it. And they moved Jay Leno to like 1 in the morning, and the Tonight Show was at 11. And Jay wasn't doing as well as they thought he would, so they moved him in front of Conan. So it was essentially the same time schedule that it was whenever Conan was on late night and Jay was on the Tonight Show, and Conan wasn't happy about that. And so like 7 months into Conan's run as the Tonight Show host, he just quit because it was pissing him off. And so, I mean, Conan was a good Tonight Show host, and he's still a good host, minus his political leanings sometimes. I really like his travel stuff, except for the Mexico one. The Mexico one sucked, because he's like, the president wants to build a wall, what do you guys think? And the Mexicans are like,
Can we change it? Man, I'm just trying to cut some yards.
I hate the Trevor Noah dude.
oh, Trevor Noah's obnoxious.
And it's not even just because he makes fun of Donald Trump. Because if it was Hillary Clinton too, and if she was president, I would
Yeah.
also be mad. Because like you just don't do that to a president, and it's just so evident of how biased he is to a certain side, and he just if Hillary wins the election and Trump and whoever I support loses, like, am I gonna go out and defame Hillary just because I'm a little pissy bitch?
Yeah, exactly.
No, like, you grow up and you keep moving on because it's life. You don't get what you want all the time. Well, Trevor Noah does not think that, and like, let me endorse Kathy Griffin because she embodies everything I think about. Like, let me have her on my show after she.
That just sounds like a cuckold.
Yeah, but I mean, Kathy Griffin decapitated.
Exactly, that's
Donald
why he
Trump,
like
yeah.
made her Like,
Yeah,
had her on the show and stuff, and like, and he like every night he'll have some dumb fucking skit that somehow
always
makes Donald
goes
Trump like a
back.
dumbass.
I mean,
Alec Baldwin too. I used to love watching Alec Baldwin act. Now he's just a total little like, cuck. And like Trump even like they had like Twitter beef. I think like maybe a year ago or maybe a little more recent than that. But Trump was just roasting. Like Alec Baldwin made some SNL skit about Trump, which like made Trump look like a dumbass. And like sometimes it's granted, because sometimes he is a dumbass, but like he took it like way over the top. Like he made him like orange faced and like talked like like the whole like they do like the New York kind of accent Trump like a little bit has, and like they do it and it's just annoying. It's just
You know what's funny? It's like I was talking to this kid from school and he's like, you know what? I hate how he just makes fun of people for their color of their skin, and he proceeds to make fun of his orange complexion. I'm like, are you fucking retarded? You Steve Cut?
It's a little ridiculous. I mean, like, I think the worst shows in late night right now, as far as like obvious political bias, are Stephen Colbert, Trevor Noah, and John Oliver.
James Corden.
He
makes me mad. He's annoying.
Yeah, I don't know why he has a show. Like,
the thing is, I love British accents. I think they're so interesting. And when I hear his, I really want to off myself.
Yeah, I know. His is because he's
that
so
big guy.
Yeah, he's like,
oh
my god! So we're gonna go and we're gonna do some carpool karaoke.
Have you heard? He did carpool karaoke. I don't know if you know who the Migos are.
Yeah, I know
it's this
they
rap
are.
group from Atlanta.
Oh, dude, I hate that.
And they are like supremely like African American.
Yeah.
And they're very much into like they were very ghetto coming up, and now they're like really rich. And they're pretty chill guys, but you know they're your average African American rapper. Like they don't fuck with like white people. And James Corden is like driving the car, and they're like, you know the song "Bad and Bougie"? You would probably know this song. Where he's like, my bitch bad.
Think he's Mexican?
No, because he probably listens to rap music. I know you don't.
No, I know what you're talking about though.
So it's the Bad and Bougie song.
Yeah.
And they're singing this song, right? And James Corden's like, oh, my bitch, bad and bougie. He's like singing his British accent. And the Migos just looking at each other like they're like having like the worst time. They're like, we're just doing this to, you know, secure the bag. Like, like this guy is so like stupid, but I'm gonna sit it out because I want that bag. You know, like, God, he's so annoying. I find him extremely annoying.
Is this minute rotation?
Oh, shots fired. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I think the only good carpool karaoke I've seen, and not just out of like bias, is the Red Hot Chili Peppers, because some good came out of that one. Because they stopped filming for a minute in between because there was a lady on the side of the street that was choking. Sorry, her baby was choking, and the lead singer just hopped out of the car, went and saved the baby, and got back in the car.
Did they like have that on camera?
Yeah, they got it on camera. It was ridiculous. He just like got out, like he did some like ninja shit because she had the baby like flipped over. Yeah. He went, he goes, man, let me help, and she's like, oh my god, wait, my baby, and she was like because she knew who he was, and he went, just stand back, and he takes the baby and just like, and like the baby just throws up after he like presses on its stomach for a second, and the baby just throws up, and then he's like. like just one fisted and like just take him.
Here, he good now.
Baby machine not broke.
Yep, I fixed him.
Baby regurgitated.
Oh, it's so good. You know what we should talk about? Brazzlewood's new policy. On Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Is it the penis inspection?
Yeah. So basically, what happens is on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have to go to the nurse, and we have to get our genitalia inspected, because there's a very severe herpes outbreak at the school, and because people are. Have you not heard about the rubbing penis challenge? It's where you walk up to your friends and you both take your shorts off and you have to rub your penises up against one
Can you guys
another.
like?
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
I don't think I have herpes. 'Cause I'm not that fucking retarded.
So what's the actual thing?
So okay, the actual thing.
My testimony to like not having herpes is I'm not retarded. Like, excuse me, I don't need this. I'm good.
So the actual thing is on every Tuesday and Thursday. We're on pep rally schedule.
Yeah.
You know. So it's for something called Pride Time. Pride, like school pride, not gay pride. That's what I thought at first, but yeah, it's school pride. And so what it is it's an initiative for dumbasses to be able to catch up on their work. So it's like a study hall,
Is that
almost.
Interesting.
So you stay in your 4th period class for an extra 30 minutes, but then your 4th period class is only like 30 minutes long. Or sorry, your 5th period class is only 30 minutes long.
What's your 5th period?
My 4th period, it's government.
What's your 5th period?
My 5th period is pre-cal, and I don't mind because the pre-cal teacher hates me.
What's your 4th and 5th?
My 4th is Spanish, and okay. This actually fucks with me so much because I'd rather have my 5th be longer because it's A push, and I need time to fucking read because I didn't get my textbook until like last week, and it's because I didn't get my online textbook because it just fucked me over. I'm like, oh yeah, I got an account. I put it on there, and it's just gone. I'm like, I can't study now, so I just ordered a fat ass textbook, and I need all those minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really super looking forward to it. Cause I missed the Thursday because I was sick. And I missed what they did because I enacted it last Thursday. And I wanted to see what my government teacher would make us do because I really hoped to God he wouldn't make us work on government because it's not all that. He doesn't make it all that interesting. I mean, really, the only interesting.
You can't make government interesting.
I mean, like you can. To a point, but it's really hard for someone to make it interesting without showing political bias. You know, like he made the kids. Morgan told me because she's in that class. He made the kids take a quiz on which side of the aisle you were on.
I would have just put right.
Yeah, like
that's my quiz.
Let me save you some time.
Yeah. I got the answer sheet right here.
Yeah, it's. I mean, he's a good teacher, but he's a little bit biased. I mean, that's what you're gonna have to deal with. But he's a young guy, and the most interesting thing about him is he has a Dr. Pepper counter up on the board, and so each semester he tries to drink less than 100 Dr. Peppers. Right now he's somewhere in the 60s last time I checked.
And it's February.
Yeah.
Is he?
A little bit. Not bad, but a little bit.
So why are they doing this? Because your overall school average is just kind of
shit. Yeah.
Not great.
Yeah. It's not. I don't think it's the overall, but I think it's just because there are a lot of kids that are dragging behind because they just don't care.
Especially just the freshmen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the freshmen don't care at all.
Like
that's one of the most important years of high school.
Whole thing down.
Yeah. I wish I would have known that.
Junior year, I would say, is the most important though.
Hey, junior year is important. Yeah.
That's a lot of college coaches have told me that's what they look at the most.
Yeah.
So, Jerry, keep kicking ass.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, they're not gonna be real happy when they see my AP Chem score, but I'm just gonna see if I can get that redacted. No, because I jumped out of AP Chem because the teacher is very unorganized, and I talked about it on the last podcast for a bit. I mean, he's a very intelligent person, but he's not
good at teaching.
The greatest teacher.
I hate that.
Like, so there was a time that so this semester, since I'm not in there, but I still have friends in there, they were telling me that they had he assigned a bunch of homework, and whenever he assigns homework, it's like, I want you to do problems 1 to 115 overnight, and each problem has an A, B, C, D, and E.
Oh no.
So, and I would do all the homework and everything, but I just couldn't pass the quizzes and tests because he just puts different material on there that we studied in sophomore year. And yeah, it was just really weird. So he assigned a bunch of homework and the quiz on the next day, and everybody did most of the homework but studied for the quiz instead because that would be more detrimental to their grade if they didn't do well. And they get to class and he was like, yeah, so I didn't print out the quizzes because I got here late, so turn in your homework. And I was like, boy. Yeah.
What's stupid is that the next door chem teacher, is, she would copy everything he does.
Yeah.
So, and then she just doesn't. So if he was bad at explaining, she was even worse because she was just not on the same page.
Yeah. It's just a little rough. And I mean, it was worse last year because the chem teacher last year, he's the astronomy teacher now. And so, you know the picture of what humans would need to look like to survive a car crash? I'll have to paste it in, but it's bad, and he looks like the prototype version of that.
What humans would need to look
Like to survive a car crash.
What do you mean by that?
That's just like the general thing that what they call it. He looks like the prototype version of that, and it's like it's horrifying. And so I'm really mad at him because he's my astronomy teacher this year.
That's okay.
And he made us do paper mache models of the planets. This is an advanced science credit. Yeah, it's an astronomy. So he
third grade project.
Yeah, so we were doing paper mache, right? And paper mache, you would expect newspaper, glue, and water.
Yep.
Now hear me out. Newspaper,
Good.
water,
Good.
flour.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Flour is the adhesive in this.
Flour and water is the adhesive. Because it sort of worked, but it didn't really. But oh my god, it was so, like, I couldn't do it. I had to get my partner to do it because the kid across from me, he's an asshole. Like, I'm really good friends with him, but he's an asshole. And you couldn't ever get it liquid. You could only really get it to where it was just liquid with a bunch of chunks in it.
Gross.
Yeah, like clusters.
Yeah.
And whenever he'd dip the entire, like, a long strip of thing in there, the kid across from us, and it would drip, like, all the stuff would just drip off, and it was really unsettling. And what made it worse is it smelled like semen.
That's disgusting.
It was awful. It was so disgusting, and I was not happy about it, and I was super mad, and then I got sick, and I missed the week I missed some of the time where we had to do it, and I'm kind of glad. Yeah, he's not the greatest teacher, and he only teaches 3 periods.
You'd think you could, like, teach a little better if you only taught 3 periods.
Do you want to know how? Okay, in a normal thing, he would just give us a worksheet, and that'd be it.
Okay.
So, and whenever he gives us worksheets, this is how he goes. He stands up and he's like, all right, class, so today we're gonna I'm gonna give you some worksheets and work on those, and they're due at the end of the period. And then he'll walk over and he'll do one of 2 things. He will either sit down and do this for the entire class period.
And look at you guys, or?
No, just off in the space.
Oh.
He'll just, the entire class period, just stare. And then the other thing he'll do is he'll take his phone and use it as if it's a caveman seeing technology for the first time.
So he'll give you
So,
one of these, just
so he'll put on his glass. Yes. He'll stick his pointer finger out, or his index finger, and use that. And he'll put his neck back to where he's like exposing a triple chin, and then he'll just start poking, like he'll just start poking, and I'll see him type shit because his hand's like down here at the bottom of the phone, and he'll just be like. just typing with one finger, and I'm like, there's such a more efficient way to do that, but oh my god,
They're called thumbs.
dude, and his glasses don't sit on his ears; they like sit on his head because it's so round. Yeah, it's a little rough.
Adaptation.
Adapt, improvise, overcome. Oh my god, yeah, that's human evolution. Well, I mean. You want to wrap it up? Alright, well, this was episode 2 with special guest Shane Williams, most likely to make reoccurring appearances. Next week, I hope to have Emma Jacobs as a guest.
Eventually Mario Diaz.
Yeah, eventually Mario Diaz. And we'll probably bring you back for Emma too. Emma's pretty cool to hang out with. Alright, so share on everywhere possible, everywhere.
Please.
I'm saying MySpace too. I want this bitch on the front page of
It doesn't
MySpace.
fucking like break again.
Put it in your Tinder bio. Should
Yes.
Put the link to the podcast.
Yeah, you need to put it in your Tinder and also on your Grindr because I know that everyone has a
And then
Grindr.
like post it on Pornhub.
Yes, post it. That's what we should do. We should post it on Pornhub next. Thanks for listening and
Yeah.